Hey, what's up? Today we're checking out someone new, someone I've been hearing about for a long time, but have never really checked out. And interesting enough, as much reaction content as I consume, I've never watched anything of this artist. So today we're gonna go ahead and check out REN for the first time, and his song Hi REN seems like a good one to start with. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. Please don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps me out. And let me know if you guys want to see more REN, what I should check out. Just stay active. Let me know. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. All right, let's get into it. This is REN with Hi REN. Also, I'm not sure what to expect. I don't know if he's a rapper, a rock artist, no idea. So based off of this initial image, seems very cinematic with the butcher and all that. But he's got a guitar. Let's see where it goes. Oh, wow. I love that already. Wow. Interesting. Kind of looks like a Cillian Murphy.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately. And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill.
Okay, whoa. This is a lot deeper than I should have picked up on this, honestly, but clearly there's two sides of him so far, at least, having a discussion. And that first voice was so frantic and manic, and it definitely is obvious that it's an unhealthy side of him, an unregulated side of himself, talking to himself, trying to get him back in, you know? Very interesting. So far, the music is, I'm very surprised, and he's rapping, man. He's rapping. That was really, really good. Damn, okay. This feels like it's gonna get really deep. All right, let's go.
Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious.
Damn. This is fantastic. And the 10-step program mention, maybe specifically for REN here, it's an addiction problem mixed with some mental health issues as well. But wow, this conversation is so familiar, you know? And it's not just with addiction that these conversations can happen. These contradictions, these internal monologues, with ourselves. And I don't know about you guys, but I am my biggest critic. We tend to be our biggest critics. And this is a perfect example of someone who has this demon, metaphorical demon is part of them. It's not who they are, but it's, whether you like it or not, it has shaped them, that whatever experience they've gone through. And that conversation with that part of your brain is dangerous because it knows how to get to you. I mean, who else knows how to hurt you than yourself? And when that part of your personality is spitting venom like that, it's so hard. And you have to combat it with what he's saying, his rational side, his side that wants to be better, that wants to step away from that toxicity. And it really is just a constant fight. And the more you kind of push them away, they get more violent and more sharp. And it's berating you to break you down, to just give up, and then turn back to an unhealthy lifestyle or situation. Impressive. Incredibly impressive. And there's still so much left of the song. Let's get through this. I'm like getting choked up a little bit just watching him have this conversation with himself. And it's a performance, but you know that this is not the first time,
REN, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you, to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. REN sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious. Eminem did it. Played on guitar. Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. REN, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, REN. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, REN. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, REN.
Wow. This is incredible, man. I need to show this to my brothers. Okay, so just like I was saying, literal demon, that's a part of us. And I'm not a religious person, but I do believe that a lot of religious teachings are just reflections of human experiences and the teachings that we can take away from those experiences, shaped into a teachable moment, I guess. And the idea of Lucifer, Satan, a demon, kind of, every religious people will say that God is in all of us, but in a sense, I agree in whatever God is to a person. But I believe the devil, metaphorically, is also within all of us. That potential for good and evil, I do believe, is in all of us, and that evil could look very different. For some, it's violence and putting that onto others, but for others, we do it to ourselves. And I think neglecting that self-harm, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually, is just as evil and toxic and just sinister. And this is a great representation of that. And it reminds me of this Lupe Fiasco song called The Game, where it's basically, I don't want to ruin it for you guys if you want to check it out, but it's fantastic, and it does make a reference to this, kind of like the Rolling Stones and Guess My Name, I think that's the song, but it's from the perspective of Satan and how he's influenced everything to this point, And so I'm curious to see how and if Ren can overcome this demon. I'm super impressed by this. Fantastic. Thank you guys for recommending. Not what I expected at all. And I'm extremely excited to see what else he does. He seems to be so creative and vulnerable. And if you guys have seen my videos, I have found this newfound vulnerability that feels like a double-edged sword, but man, it is cathartic to let it out. And so I can see how a project like this for Ren can be healing. Let's get through this.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you...
I'm sorry. I'm going to go back a little bit, but I keep thinking something that he said as when he was saying who he was, the devil, Lucifer, how he wouldn't be defeated by a mortal. I do feel that is, in and of itself, a double-edged sword for the demon, for whatever this thing is that has lived for all time, that's all-powerful. Yet we are the ones that have the power to, defeat it, to overcome it. And it's the lie that it tells you, just like governments, just like corporations, these powerful entities that convince you that you have no power to make any changes when they know for a fact that you do. And the only way that they can continue doing what they do is by convincing you that you can't change it. And it's the same thing here. We are the ones that stop ourselves. And it's a battle to fight those demons, but we do have the power to get past it. And it's something that I've been convincing myself of. And as hard as it seems, it's goddamn true. Yeah, I'm curious if Ren's gonna go down that road. Like, I can be you. I don't care what you say.
And I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side.
Wow. Wow.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light.
Damn, bro.
And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods.
Wow.
And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
God damn. That was real, man. That was very, very real and powerful. And I feel like I did pick up on that before, like, you know, the whole idea of demons and evil. And I'm just, you know, I'm proud. I'm proud for him. And he put it beautifully. It's an eternal dance. There is no winning or losing. It just is, you know? And that idea of getting older and learning to relax, you know? It's tough. It's tough. But he's not wrong. Guys, Thank you so much for the recommendation. That was incredible, incredible, and I'm extremely excited to get into more. Let me know if I should go backwards, forwards. Guide me, guys. What should I check out next? As always, thank you so much. Please don't forget to hit the like button. It really, really helps me out. Check out some of my older videos. We have a lot of the warning reactions. We have some Angelina Jordan and, all that good stuff. My mind's going to be on this for a while. Thank you guys again. Please be safe. I love you very much. And I'll see you next time. Peace.